If you are building your startup, you will probably need a hero section. And in this video, I will show you how to create this beautiful and stunning effect animation in Next.js and Tailwind without no external libraries. Yeah, so I can show it once again, and also this beautiful hover effect on our CTA button. Yeah, and I can show you I was inspired by Payload CMS website, which is headless CMS for websites. And yeah, as you can see, this is really cool. So let's jump right into our code. Yeah, so let's go to Visual Studio Code. And first we need, of course, heading, primary. Yeah, and we will need two spans for every single word. We type span and inside of this span also span, yeah, and we do it a couple of times, yeah, for each word. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 probably. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one more time, yeah, and now we type discover the secrets to creating modern websites, yeah, and now we want to style it, yeah, so we type class name and we type text gray 200, text 4XL. On bigger screens it is text 6XL, also font semi-bold, LG leading tight, yeah, and next tracking tighter, yeah, and next margin bottom 8 and max W for XL, and that should be it, yeah. So let's see what is on our website, yeah, and this is our text. And this should be wrapping. And now we want to add spaces to that, yeah. So we open brackets and we do it like this, yeah. And also for every single word. And here, and here, and here, and here, yeah. So let's see, and nice, we have our text. So now we want to add stylings to our every single word, yeah. So we type class name, and we can also do it at one time for every span. So we can hit Alt or Option on max, and we can press for every single span, yeah, and we will be typing all at once, yeah. So we open and class name, and now we want to type overflow hidden, yeah, and inline block, and also px 005, yeah. And now for every single word we also need add class names, yeah. So we can now again press Alt or Option on max and do it for every single word. And now we type class name, and we also want to add here inline block and also translate y20, yeah, and origin bottom left, rotate 12. And now we want to add animation for our words, but now we only want to add empty brackets, and now we will want to create this animation in Tailwind config file, yeah. So we can save it, and now we go to Tailwind config and we create new keyframe, yeah. We open it, and we now want to name our animation. I will name it twist, and open brackets, and we want to add 100% as the end of our animation, and we want to add here transform. So we type our stylings for the end of our animation, and here is translate y 0. So we reset our stylings basically, and rotate 0. Yeah. So this is our animation. We already created that. So we go to now our page.tsx, and now we want to add our animation. So we can select now again all of ours animate. Yeah, you can hit on the keyboard Ctrl D or on Max Command D, and you will select all of these animate. And now we want to name our animation, so it's of course twist. We want to add how long the animation will be, and it will be 1 second. It will be is, and now we want to add delay for the animation. And first word, of course, will not have no delay, so it will be 0. And we want to add also forwards, so the stylings from the animation will be applied to our stylings, yeah? And now for every single word we want to add different delay, yeah? So here we type 15 milliseconds, yeah? Here 30 milliseconds, here 45 milliseconds, here 60 milliseconds, 75 milliseconds, and 90 milliseconds. And let's see how our animation looks like. So let's see that, and something went wrong for the first word, and it's 0s, of course. And let's see that, and our animation works, yeah? So now we want to add the gradient for our modern word. So we go to this word, and now we want to add here bg gradient to R, yeah, to right, and from red 400, yeah, to orange 300, and also text transparent, and also bg clip text, yeah. And let's see that, and yeah, now our gradient is applied. So nice, it looks amazing in my opinion. And now we want to create our subheading, yeah? So it will be easy. Now we go under our primary heading and we type paragraph, yeah? And we want now to generate lorem ipsum. So you type lorem and you hit tab on your keyboard, and it will generate automatically random text, yeah? And we want to truncate this text a little bit, yeah? And we want to add here class names, so it will be text gray 200, text base, and font light, yeah? And next we want to translate the text, so it will be on the bottom, and opacity 0 for that. So translate y to 20, yeah, and opacity 0, and margin bottom 12, and also max W for XL. And now we want to add our animation, so we can copy that, and we will want to create now new animation, yeah? So we go to Tailwind config TS, and we create new animation, and we will name that reveal, yeah? And we open brackets, and we can also copy that because it will be very similar, yeah? And we want add here this character and like this, and we type here opacity, and we want to like this and opacity 1. Yeah, and now we want to change that name, so it won't be twist, but it will be reveal. Yeah, and now we want to leave it like it is now. So let's see our animation, and yeah, it's almost, we are almost here. Yeah, and that really looks great. So we want to now create our CTA button. Yeah, so we go here and we create new div. Yeah, because we need to create two elements. Yeah, this border and also this button. Yeah, so we want to create new div and we want to open that, and we want now create our button. Yeah, ref and yeah, and path to our link, and we now want to create another div here. Yeah, but first of all I will style our button. Yeah, so we type here start your journey. Yeah, and now class names, and it will be text gray 950. Yeah, rounded LG. Now font semi-bold, text base BG blue 400. Now hover shadow XL, and now also hover shadow blue 400 and slash, and it will be 50. Yeah, and now also flex gap 1 px 16 py 4, and also minus translate y2 and also translate x2. Yeah, and also on hover we will reset our styles, so we can copy that and we can paste it here, and also here hover, and we want to reset that. Yeah, so we delete our minuses and put zeros. Yeah, and also on the end transition all and duration 300. Yeah, so let's see our button CTA, and it is here. Yeah, so everything almost works. Yeah, so now let's create our border, but also we want to add max width to our button. Yeah, so it won't be stretching across our page. So in our div, yeah, parent div, we want to add here w max and also position relative. So our button is now on the max width content. Yeah, and now we create our border. So we create class names, and it will be absolute. Now top 0, left 0, w full, h full, border blue 400, and rounded LG, and minus z index 10. Yeah, so let's see, and we have our button. Yeah, so we now want to also add animation to our button. Yeah, so let's see our demo. Yeah, so now our animation, so we can copy our animate reveal and put it here, and we want to add bigger delay, so it will be 1 second and 5 milliseconds, and let's see that. Sorry, it is 50 milliseconds, and now let's see that, and our animation isn't working because we need to add here translate y 20 and opacity 0. And let's see. And yeah, we created our hero section. And the last thing is our icon. Yeah, so I will copy my SVG code for my icon, and you can take any icon you want. I will paste it here, and I have to adjust it so there won't be any errors. And also here a class name, size 6, and stroke gray 950. And let's see that. And yeah, that looks great, but also a bigger stroke. So let's see the final effect. And yeah, that looks really amazing. And if you liked this video, please subscribe and leave a comment and like on this video, and bye.